use of sound makes a huge difference in what you actually witness. To give somebody a chance to hear is the first step in communication.
Life is sharing your thoughts and ideas and feelings, dreams and hopes for the future. Hearing is vital today.
First, they were going to help 10,000 people a year. Now they're helping 100,000. And they want to help 1 million people over a decade. They're on track to help probably 30-40% more than that now.
He's doing an amazing thing. He's inspiring these kids. Every day that a kid that couldn't hear before wakes up and can, I mean, it's a blessing, and they'll think of him every day.
The majority of the children in deaf schools around the world are not deaf, they're hearing impaired.
I've been incredibly impressed with Bill and with Tanny. I mean, they set up a system that is sustainable, and they have found a way to keep making it bigger and bigger, embracing more people.
We fit about 200 people with hearing aids today. A lot of them have never had sound. President Clinton stopped by, and it's a real honor to have him spend as much time as he did with us to see the work that we're doing.
When I was watching Yuli with her mother, her eyes were just so intense, and you could see the fear and the hope. Mommy, escucha.
For one moment, this person who thinks they have no value, there's no one more important. The bottom line of business is really people, not money.
I only do one thing, and that's hearing. There are other challenges in life, and I want to chip in and do what I can to help.
It doesn't matter if it's about health or hearing aid. It's about partnering with the right organizations who are doing the work, who are affecting that sustainable solution.
Celebrate the community, celebrate creativity, create that community of consciousness and change.
You can enable one person in your lifetime to be able to hear and to help brainstorm ways of tackling problems in ways that haven't been tackled before. We can have a world which we can all feel proud to live in.
Tomorrow isn't a promise. It's an opportunity.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bill Clinton.
Thank you very much. First of all, I hope you enjoyed watching that wonderful video. Chelsea and I, as you may have seen on the video, joined Bill and Tanny Austin and the Starkey team for one of their missions in Kampala, Uganda recently. And at the beginning of this year, we were in Colombia together. And I have been stunned by the capacity of the wonderful people who do this work to continue to provide hearing to more and more people. When they went to Haiti, they thought they were just going to replace the hearing aids of the people who lost them in the earthquake, but they wound up doing tests on the children of the school for the deaf. All but 2 wound up having hearing. And I have seen this over and over and over again. It's a magical thing. So I'm going to ask Bill Austin to come up to the stage, tell you about what Starkey Hearing has done, and give you an update on the commitment they made to deal with 1 million people over a decade and to restore hearing to them. Let's give him a big hand. Thank you.
Well, we've just been blessed by sharing this good work with our team. In 1961, I decided instead of being a missionary doctor, that I wanted to use business to leverage our ability to help the world through the hands of many. And so we took a while to develop the business, and by the late 70s, I decided that I'd use hearing as the vehicle to create understanding between peoples of the world. As we went and tried to help them uniquely and individually and directly, we'd send a message of respect, and that would be reflected. By about 5 years ago, I decided I was a failure, that the clouds of darkness were encroaching the earth faster than I was able to push them back, and I was working as hard as I could. I didn't know anyone else worked as hard as I did. I really was trying. I worked harder at trying to help people than I did work at making money. And so that all changed when I met Bill Clinton at Aspen, and he opened the ceiling for me, and the impact was absolutely phenomenal. I went out there not expecting anything. Listened to a lot of people that were trying to scale things up. I listened to what Bill had done to reduce the cost of AIDS drugs, and instead of saying it's impossible, doing things that were impossible. And all of a sudden, Bill asked me, he said, what are you going to do to scale up? I said, I don't know. I'm already working as hard as I can work, but we're going to do twice as much. And so between Aspen and September, we thought about it and figured it out. We made a commitment to do. We'd been stuck at about 50,000 hearing aids a year. We couldn't do more than that. I said, we'll do 100,000 a year. We'll do 1 million in 10 years. And it had taken us 40 years to do 1 million before that. So we were speeding up by significantly. We are, the first year out, we were 120. We did more than our goal. The last year we were 150, but we opened the ceiling further. We started listening to the people that we were caring about, and instead of saying all we can do is hearing, we've decided we could do more. And we've helped with from playgrounds and St. Monica's School to jobs for disabled people, where we've gone in and created opportunities for employment and working with people to clean water and wells and partnering with different people. If we didn't have the expertise to get things done to meet needs in the communities and reflect respect and caring to those people in other ways besides our gift of hearing. This is all possible because Bill Clinton opened the ceiling for me. He challenged me when everybody else in my life said, you're working as hard as I never seen anybody work as hard as you, Bill. How can you do it? No one ever said, how are you going to do more? And he did it without blinking. And all of a sudden I felt like I had to do more. It was my responsibility. I've been blessed. I've been privileged to have this life, and I have to give back what I can. And he opened the ceiling so I could be part of a greater effort. When I see the people in this room and that he's brought together in the Clinton Global Initiative, now I see the opportunity to realize the dream that I couldn't realize alone. Alone we can't do much. Together we can change the world. We can have a better world for our children and grandchildren. We can affect a consciousness change that comes from the understanding that's created when we go and directly help someone become self-determinate. We give them their dignity. We help them have a better life. It's not, the future's an opportunity. It's not a guarantee. We have to realize the better future by making the investment today and tomorrow. We can't let one day go by that we don't do what we can to make a difference. And together, this gives me a chance to be part of something that I couldn't do alone. I knew I couldn't do it alone, but I thought I could develop the leverage. I couldn't develop the leverage. Within my resources and business, I couldn't do it. But together, we have the leverage. And Bill Clinton made that possible. He had the vision to bring this group together, and we've had so much help from other people to reach into countries we've never reached before. Not financial help, but partners that would help us identify people we could serve, and it's expanded our potentials greatly. I thank you so much, Bill, for letting me have the chance to and the hope to realize that my dream was not shattered, that I have a possibility of actually being part of something that could change the world.
Thank you. I also should say that just this week, Bill and Starkey Foundation did one of their hearing missions in Yankee Stadium. So, and it was a relief because usually all of their staff people are making sure that when hearing comes to these children for the first time, they can speak in their native language, since otherwise they just do it all in sign language. This is an amazing operation. The idea that they are now giving more than 100,000 people in the world, all over the world, the gift of hearing and empowering them, it's truly astonishing. So let's give them another hand. Thank you.